let's do this. There was a couple of moments we had Bernie Sanders in Nevada. We had Elizabeth Warren on The View. Let's play Elizabeth Warren first. Here she is explaining to people the wealth tax. This is an enormously popular policy. And one could understand why. Because the number of people who are actually subject to this is infinitesimally small. And the benefit that we will get from it as a society is quite large. All of her proposals that she's been talking about, a lot of them, the basically getting rid of 95% of the student debt, function of the wealth tax, her expansion of childcare, generic drug production, all of this funded by the wealth tax. Here she is explaining the wealth tax on The View. Unclear if Meghan McCain is in the room, because I imagine
she's in the room.
She would have a little bit of a problem with this. Here we go.
Proposal is a 2-cent wealth tax on the top 1/10 of 1%, your 50 millionth and first dollar. You got to pitch in 2 cents and 2 cents for everyone after that. And with that, we can cancel student loan debt for about 95% of the people who have it. It's
Wow. And now, finally...
But we can do so much more. 2 cents. We can not only do that, we can also provide universal tuition-free technical school, 2-year college, and 4-year college for every one of our kids who wants to get an education. Plus, we can do universal child care for every baby age 0 to 5. Universal pre-K for every 3-year-old and 4-year-old in this country, and raise the wages of every child care worker and preschool teacher to the level.
You know what's going to happen? You know what they're going to say to all of these wonderful plans you have? They use the S word, socialism. How do you counteract that type of an assault?
43 million Americans who would see student loan debt canceled under my plan. I think right there, that's where you cancel it. You cancel it by making it real. It's in this country either. This is our values. Do we think that the 2 cents should stay with the top 1/10 of 1%? They can't pitch in 2 cents on the 50 millionth and first dollar. We're not saying they're bad people. We're just saying when you do that, pitch in 2 cents so everybody in this country gets a chance to build something.
2 cents. Now, finally,
I have a question. If I don't get this in, it's going to kill me.
Oh, why? What is the question?
Do tell.
Are you serious?
I can look it up.
I've got a question. If I don't tell me this is going to kill me. I mean, the framing of that is, pretty good. The idea that it's 2 cents on every dollar above 50 million.
No, it's impossible to argue with on any reasonable level.
It's impossible. It really is impossible. Although I think Meghan McCain's going to try. But if she doesn't ask this...
I think she moved on to a different question, actually.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Yeah, too bad.
I would be like 50% more likely to have kids if universal child care goes through.
And universal child care, universal pre-K. I mean, huge expenses. But also the idea that you're going to get pre-K instead of child care, in age 3 and 4 is also is hugely important. Do you see? I had that study the other day that they had children, 2 groups of children from the 60s, one who had pre-K, one who had not, coming from the same neighborhood, that not only were in every single category you would measure, higher education, money earned, staying out of prison, all of those things. The kids with pre-K did better. They found like a 25% health disparity in the age of 55. that kids who had gone through pre-K were doing that much better in terms of their health. It's so important. All this stuff is locked in. That's the good thing about having a 13-year-old is you're just like, doesn't matter what I do now. It's already baked in the cake. Doesn't matter. All that stuff happens the first 6 years, 7 years, maybe. And in biologically, that's the case too. Like, Saul's eyes have improved, but apparently after the age of 9, chances are no, you can't improve them. Here you go, folks.